Bark, bark.
Slow grown. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Figaah Bangin.
Howdy.
I am your host, Ace Milo. Joining us tonight, we have the majority of the show. Technically, we still got the majority. Joining us tonight, we have the Humpalizer.
Hey.
Is it still Hump Day?
It is.
Even though,
I mean, the days all run.
has it lost its
together.
meaning? Has Hump Day lost its meaning?
Maybe. I guess maybe it has. I mean, maybe for some, but it's still hump day to me.
It'll always be Hump Day to me. Might be Wednesday to you. It's Hump Day to me. Oh yeah. You also have Mr. JD.
Yo. Hi. Hey. What's up, internet land?
Got the quarantine / non-quarantine beard.
Yep.
He's got the quarantine / non-quarantine lunch on his shirt.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that what you do now? You just when you don't want to tell Chan what you want for lunch, you just wear a shirt of whatever you want. Just say
Hey, I mean, that could work too.
it's like
Her
Iron.
ramen is way better though.
It's like Iron Maiden. If you ever see Iron Maiden now, they all wear Iron Maiden shirts. So it's like they forget what band they're in. Like what bit? Oh, Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah.
This Chan's ramen brings all the beards to the yard.
Mine, it does for me. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, we got Kenny Prime in the chat.
Mm-hmm. He's been in all the chats here all week so far.
Wow.
Kenny.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now it's a party.
Say it with me now. Kenny.
Kenny.
How you doing, Ace?
I'm all right. It's life as usual for me. I still work. Unfortunately, whatever you want to spin it. We are down one man. We have Josh had a little incident. He wasn't. How do I put this? He wasn't eating enough oranges. So he did contract scurvy, and they didn't want him on the ship anymore. So they did make him hop the plank.
Hop the plank.
Hop the plank.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we sent out a rescue ship for him, little dinghy, but it's one guy rowing the boat, so it's gonna take a little while.
They found a shark and X-rayed its belly, and
they found his leg.
They found his leg.
Oh man!
Now it's gonna be like Captain Hook from Peter Pan. I'll get my leg back.
Oh man! I was gonna say something. No, I forgot what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
we'll
walked all over you, didn't I?
Was it
about walking the plank?
I think. Oh no, it's about scurvy.
Oh,
I'm eating an orange for lunch every day of quarantine.
just to fight off scurvy.
You never know. Might make
Dude,
a comeback.
it's true. It's true. Like one of my favorite memes is there's a picture of a raccoon, and it says your chances of getting it's like standing up by like the sliding glass door, and it's like your odds of getting killed by a raccoon are low, but they're never zero. Like your chances of dying of scurvy are low, never zero.
That's right.
Halo a day, keep the scurvy away.
All right, so everybody knows about scraping. We do have the scrapalizer here.
Yeah.
We have moved into the physical embodiment of that.
Really?
Because there's nothing out there, and nothing's new coming out. There's nothing. We might have some fan story stuff coming soon, maybe if it comes. Supposed to be soon, but we're doing a little bit of scraping.
Oh yeah. A little bit of scraping.
A little bit of scraping. So tonight we are doing.
This.
What I found in the stores of Earthrise.
This is essential in the essential aisle?
I didn't say I found them this week.
Oh.
I've had them for a couple of weeks. Although technically they are essential.
This is scraping.
I just say?
Oh my.
I literally just said it 2 minutes ago. Not even 2 minutes ago.
Figaah scraping.
It's waffle time.
All right, so I have not found anything else except these. And technically, I found these guys and one of the other guys in Florida, of all places, when I was there for Galaxy's Edge,
Oh, where you caught the thing.
where I caught the Roan,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought it back for everybody. All right, so we're really gonna focus. So I haven't found any of the other. Ooh, that's sexy. I haven't found any of the other deluxes yet, except for Ironworks, and I haven't found Optimus yet, and I haven't been out of the house to look for stuff in 2 weeks, so I haven't had a chance. I haven't even ordered anything. This is whatever. But so we're gonna kind of focus on the Voyagers because they're better. I mean, these guys are still good, but these guys are actually there's more to talk about with these guys. So we're kind of gonna fly through these kind of things and move on. Might be a short show. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Short? Is that what
Short.
I thought you said shit. Oh,
No.
my bad.
A short stack. It's a short stack.
Is that too bright? Let me see. Like, is it shining too? Is that better?
It's very blurry. Maybe my eyes have been looking at this.
No,
blue
you're
screen.
not. You're not blurry. I mean, Brink, you're not blurry.
Oh, okay. My eyes are not
Yeah.
blurry. It looks blurry
No.
to you.
Yep, it's blurry. It's always blurry.
Okay.
Is that too much light? I feel like it's.
I mean that the white is like super washed out.
It is, right?
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, I can deal.
All right. I feel like the white one's getting lost. All right, so I'm pretty sure all four of the Micromasters are repaints. I don't even know anymore because they're all basically the same. And his blast effect came out. This is the Decepticon pack. I don't remember what the name of the pack is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, little green tank dude. I don't remember. So I'm looking at my Micromasters trying to find these guys. Oh, there he is. I do have him. He's right there. So that's. Hold on. What about this guy? Do I have this guy?
Are we gonna get comparisons?
I can grab it. It's literally right there.
I mean,
Actually, I have both of these guys. Hang
well.
on. Give me 3 seconds and I will go grab it. Oh,
One
shit.
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. All right. Well, what do we win? He's not back. And it's quiet.
I said give me 3 seconds. Then I'll be back in 3 seconds. Jeez.
All right, this is the Military Patrol 2-pack.
So here's the G1. Let's get him out of the way. Let's get them out of the way. There's the G1 of that guy. With him. Looks pretty similar. Except it's... Can't even tell which one's which. Look, even the turret even goes up and down on both of them.
Save on the engineering. Make it the same as the G1.
Does have the Decepticon symbol tampoed on the back. Let's see. How do you transform this guy? Wow, everything on this guy is super duper stiff. Holy shit. I can't even transform it.
They don't have their names
There we go.
in here. What are their names?
They do have names. What is this? How does this? I don't want to break it.
You know, the interesting thing is when I Google them, it gives me you can
this comes
shop.
down.
You can shop on Google, and it says sold by Hasbro Toy Shop.
Ooh.
Very
All right, so there's the G1. Stay.
I guess you just have to name them yourself.
Sure. Let's see. How do you transform this guy? Oh, these come out. Flip it around.
So the brown one is garbage. I don't know what the green one's name is.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. So this guy, so if you see, the last step of transformation is to flip that piece down. That becomes a chest. This guy actually has the same thing. When that flips down, becomes the chest.
Oh,
And I believe you can probably flip this. Rotate the turret around, which I probably should have done earlier. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it wants to turn around. Never mind. So there's the two of them. The G1 does not want to stand up quite as well. There you go. So this guy's got. They all have pretty much the same range of articulation. Basically, ball jointed shoulders, all the way around, molded in fists.
dude. Well, and it's painted.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually not bad.
All the ball joints on all these micromasters, even in Siege, they pop off very, very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a little bit loosey goosey. But he does have waist swivel, and then ball jointed hips. But I mean, you're not really going to get him doing high kick stuff. And he does have these pieces, which are technically for the combined mode, which he turns into a stupid gun thing, which we're not going to do because it's stupid.
Whoa! Does he combine with what?
With his buddy.
Really?
Yeah, they like all. We have some of the earlier ones, like the Siege ones, and even those guys kind of did it too.
Then this guy comes with the blast effect. Kind of shows it's for him, but I mean it's his blast effect piece, so it goes on. It goes on anybody with
Any of
blast
those.
effect. So here, I had to look for a second. Which one's new? Which one's old? So there's those. New, old. So let's see. How do you transform this guy? There we go.
God, this reminds me of the Zybots I used to have as a kid. Just flip the legs down, pull the arms out.
There you go. There's that guy. Stay. This guy, I believe the gun does come out. And then you can see just like a brown truck. Duty.
Duty.
Duty. And then this comes down, and then we got to flip the head. Come out. Oh, you mother. Head don't want to come out. Head. And then you can peg this on the side. Get a little blast effect.
Oh, it's Megatron's little mini me.
Oh. So same kind of T-jointed, ball jointed shoulders, same ball jointed hips, same basic ring, and they both have knees. You can see the two of them together.
Nice.
Very good. Very good, sir. Very good.
Now these guys, where the hell are they? I'm looking. These guys are Autobots. Oh shit, that means they're on the top. I'm never gonna find them. They're up there somewhere though. Yeah, I don't know where they are, but
I have the white car, the G1 one.
It's similar to Tailgate. It's the same kind of Trans
Yeah.
Am, I think. Like same color scheme, pretty much.
This is the Hot Rod.
Hot
Patrol.
Rod, right? Hot Rod Patrol, yeah.
Hot Rod Patrol.
I have them. Where are they? I'm looking. Shit. They're up there somewhere. I don't know where the hell they are. The Autobot ones are harder to see. These are, I believe, straight repaints. I believe this is a repaint of the DeLorean.
Yep.
So it's got the same kind of huge pillar arms. Come on.
Figaah.
DeLorean.
Yeah. In wave 1 of Siege.
It's still focusing on your background.
There,
Oh,
well, you know,
it did it for a second. Oh, that thing is
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
Does have its screw in his chest just like the DeLorean does. But he does have some nice flame tempos. But these are, I believe, straight repaints. This guy, the hot rod car's got the same kind of. Screw it. Flip it over. Flip this back. Pretty much the same thing. Split the legs.
That's fine.
That's fine. And you can flip them together, and then those little things become guns.
Okay.
Those become blasters. They basically just go like, they kind of go like that, and then they say, yeah, it's a gun. But yeah, so that's just those Micromasters. I kind of wish they were doing sets of 4, because that's the original ones all came in sets of 4. But somehow, some way, we got a decent amount of them. But so here's Ironworks. So Ironworks was a Micromaster base, which I believe if I move this out of the way, yeah. See it right there? See the windmill?
Uh-huh.
That's Ironworks. That's G1 Ironworks.
Now, does he combine to other bases and whatnot?
Him? No. The G1? No.
No?
The G1s, they were kind of implied. There were some with ramps, like the other ones. I don't know if does he have a ramp? Hold on. I don't think. Let me grab it. 1 second. I didn't know we were gonna do all this G1 comparison. 1 second.
Well, I mean, why would we not? I don't know anything about this stuff. I was done with the Transformers after this thing. Whoa.
So I know people have already started 3D printing windmills for this guy. But here's the little Micromaster he comes with. There are no ramps on this guy.
Now, does that transform into
Yes.
something?
Mm-hmm. It folds up and turns into a little base. It's a little like platform base. Like this all collapses and
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
I'm not this all
No?
See, that folds up down in there.
Okay.
The problem is well,
Oh, you're
maybe
afraid?
some of these joints
they're fused.
woo, yeah.
All right. Well, don't break it.
And there's some combination where you can plug in. You can plug this in somehow. I think like that. Yeah, and then this can go on top. There you go.
Well, it looks like it connects to something.
Oh, it does have a connection. Never mind. Haha. That's because it wasn't in base mode. Yeah, so it does have a connection for the G1 Metroplex. No,
Fortress Maximus.
No.
Oh, okay.
Other Micromaster bases. So you see those. So you see right there on that middle shelf there with the Micromaster bases.
Uh-huh.
Like those. See how there's ramps on there?
Yeah.
The ends of those ramps would lock into those tabs.
Oh, wow. Can we get a demonstration?
Oh my god. Sure.
It's playtime at Ace's house. I mean, I want to see it combined, don't you? JD? No? Yes? JD, do you hear me? Hello?
Should just did a G1 show at this rate. Okay. So I grabbed
Yeah, I hear
Can
you.
you hear
man.
me? Can everybody hear me?
yeah.
Oh,
I can,
okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Here's a ramp. There's actually one of my. This is off of that. See the. I don't know if you can see right there. Those big missiles sticking out.
Yeah.
That's what this is from. That's my. That's actually mine from when I was a kid. I used to fucking love that thing. So there you go. That's a ramp.
Oh, okay.
There's
Vroom, vroom.
2 like friction nubs on there. There you go.
All right, I get the thing. I was hoping.
And
you're
you,
gonna
if you
go-
had other bases, you can connect other bases all together.
Now, what's that sticker there? Is that like a beach or?
I guess it's supposed to be like a
Construction site.
yeah.
Cool. It kind of reminds me of these little micro machine things I had as a kid.
Well, that's
Mhm.
that's why these exist, is because micro machines and small figures was a thing in the late 80s, early 90s, and they were just capitalizing on it.
You know what? I bet I still own those somewhere.
I got
Huh.
John Machida Jr.'s autograph.
Oh, really?
I did. This went here, and then this went here. There you go.
Okay.
And then
Oh, isn't that cute?
so that's the original Ironworks. And this, so in Siege we got Cog and Six Gun, and what was the other one? Brunt. So those were Triptychon, Fort Max, and Metroplex's dudes. So if you wanted to like pair them with them, they would go together because all those came with separate dudes. So in Earthrise, they're doing the Micromaster bases as transformable figures. So we got him. I know we have Airwave coming, and Airwave is fucking awesome. Where the hell am
Airwave.
I? Yeah, Airwave is.
Have they teased that?
They've shown it. Yeah, it's part of Wave 2, I think. Where the hell's my Airwave?
Oh yeah, that's what this is. I see.
Airwave is crap. Where'd he go? That's not Airwave. I don't know where the hell. Oh, Airwave is right there. Okay. So you see right back there.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
See, there's like a gray bit sticking out. That's Airwave. So Airwave is an airstrip, like a landing strip for an airplane.
Dude, you have a whole billy of Micromasters.
Almost. Well, I have Micromaster, Pretender, Micromaster because if I had Countdown sticks out too far,
Uh-huh.
so I kept knocking into it and knocking everything over. So I had to put them up high, and then we got Micromasters, Action Masters, and G2, and then G1, G1.
Kenny wants you to bring them all to the desk.
Yeah, sure. Hold on, one at a time.
Hey man, you gotta get the exercise in during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Up, down, up, down.
So this is the Earthrise version of Ironworks. So like I said, he's going to turn into a regular figure, and it's going to be like Brunt and all those, except and he can do kind of the same thing where it breaks apart into pieces. You can take another figure and give him armor if you want, or he can just be a figure. But before we go into him, you might notice one of these things is not like the other.
Ooh, I wonder what it is.
The ramp.
So we have another
Yeah.
ramp over here that doesn't match. And this is actually a figure. And it's probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. But so if you notice this ramp system, they called it the airlock system, I think.
What?
Like this clip system.
Okay.
So this uses it so it can lock on. So essentially what you would do is you would take this and you would lock this onto other bases if you want to like extend the ramp out.
Now let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Is this airlock system, is it configurable so you can connect it to your Titan's Return stuff?
Well, I was gonna test that.
Oh.
Because I've heard something and I wanted to see if it was true. But so we got a ramp here, and ta-da! There's his figure hanging out underneath. So he can be a ramp like this, and you can connect them up to any of these. You can see he's got them kind of all over him here. This is a separate ramp piece. So there and there, and then here and here. So he's got connection points kind of all over him, and the other bases will have them as well.
I did
What
not know
happened?
that. That was
But,
My internet's. I've been sitting here trying to listen for like the last 3 minutes, and my
internet's
internet's
crapping
freaking.
out.
is everybody streaming Mandalorian or something?
Probably.
So
Where
you can
everybody's
take,
watching this.
maybe that's more likely.
Mhm.
You can take him. I didn't grab a siege figure, but you can plug him into the the shoulder or whatever of a siege figure and have him be a shield, and that's retarded. That's dumb, but it's a thing you can do. As he slides around. He does have a couple of the blast effect ports, although these don't hold great. So if you want to have him be a shield and then getting blasted, that'd be cool for a picture, but I don't know about long term. But to transform him, ready for this? Fold this up, unpeg the legs, and you're done. You kind of unpeg the arms. So this thing it's dumb. I kind of wish more that they would just sell some ramp pieces separately, because I don't know. It's weird. He's a little blue dude. I forgot his name.
Is that the snake bite?
No,
one?
that does not sound right.
No, there's one called Slitherfang.
Slitherfang.
Yeah, it was
No
in
idea who
the.
that is.
It was that toy fair.
Don't remember. Maybe it's a second wave or something. It's been a while since we looked at toy fair stuff, but he's got the same kind of articulation. So ball jointed shoulders, which obviously the backpack gets in the way. Ball jointed hips, which actually can go pretty much the whole way, and then nothing forward really, or nothing, like very, very little forward and back because of the backpack. It's just a weird thing. It's just a very, very, very strange thing. Yeah, it kind of is what it is. But that's this thing. Snake ramp?
Snake ramp.
I guess it's got to be a next wave or something.
Yep.
So here's Ironworks. I was actually really looking forward to this because I think it's a really neat idea to do the Micromaster bases as modern figures.
I was really excited and was going to get it because I wanted to get the Omega Supreme and connect them to the Omega Supreme. But then I decided that I'm not getting the Omega Supreme because I missed out on the year-end sales. So I tossed this one back in the pool. I was like, So in this mode, basically we can rotate the. Well, that's not supposed to actually come in peg, but you can kind of rotate the crane around, and then you can move it up and down. And the crane itself doesn't move, like this bit, because this is going to be a hand. So like this bit doesn't move, but like technically that's an elbow, but you can use that. So it's not a ton to do. It's really if you want to connect them up and maybe have some cars driving around on them. But let's check. I'm gonna pop this off, this ramp piece off, if I can. There we go. And I'm gonna bring in at least. I've been stickering my Omega, and it's an endeavor, but it's coming along. But if I can pop out, there we go. So if I can pop this out, so this is kind of the Titans Return, Power of the Primes ramp system. And I believe, let's see. All right. It does work. So I had heard it doesn't work.
Huh.
I had heard that was not compatible.
Seemed pretty tight.
The cake is a lie.
Omega is in the Siege line though.
Omega's in the Siege line, yes.
Well,
but this is the same as the Titans Return line.
Oh, okay.
But is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Go get your Fortress Maxis and see if it plugs in.
Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I don't even know where are his ramps. I don't even know where I'm looking at him right now. I don't even know where his ramps are.
Oh, you get the blaster and plug him in.
Blaster is actually in tape mode. He's being held by Fort Max.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I know this is the same as the Titans Return one, so it should fit.
Yeah, Kenny says it works, and Kenny I trust.
Oh, but I don't. You don't trust me.
Oh, come on! How could you not trust the guy with that hair, man?
So you can't connect the bases to your Titans. So that's cool. I thought it wasn't going to work. I had heard it didn't work, but I hadn't tried it myself until just now. So now we know people lie.
But these last 4 lines, Hasbro's just killing it.
All right, so I transform this guy who can start by taking that ramp off. And I got to try to remember how to transform. So we pull this off. That's going to be an arm. We're going to pull this off. That's going to be a chest. Fold that down. This is a part of his gun. You can pop that out, and that's the other part of his gun. So much like COG and all the rest, you can configure it any way you want with other figures if you want to make them into armor. Like for example, this can be, you can fold this out and then have that be a like a scoop arm for somebody. You can flip this out, plug it into a shoulder, and have it be like a scoop arm. Because this isn't for anything except for
scooping ice cream.
Scooping ice cream, yes. Shoveling it, ice cream. Like this doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess technically you could probably make it do something in base mode, but per the instructions, like that scoop is only there for the armor mode.
Scoop and poop.
Yep. Pooper scooper.
Flip the head around. Now we just kind of rip all this apart.
Man, that would make cleaning the yard a breeze.
If you had a scooper arm?
Yep. The pooper scooper arm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Pull this out. There we go. So these just all unfold. And that's obviously, that's a hand. So this is all very similar to kind of Titan's Return. I mean, Siege figures. The what the hell? I don't even know what they're called. Weaponizers? I think they're called weaponizers.
What? The brunt?
Yeah, the brunt, all of them. Yeah, I think they're called weaponizers. Make sure you get right and left proper. Those just plug into the hips. And then we take the chest and we're going to slide that into there. And we're getting a robot here. We take this arm, that goes in there. We take this arm, that goes in there. And we're just going to orient the elbow so it's that way. And then the gun. And then this ramp piece actually just a bunch of peg holes up in there. So that actually just, there's 2 peg holes on his back. Those go in there, give it a little squeeze. That just sits on his back. And that's Ironworks in robot mode. So you can take the gun and you can plug it in. Oh, I think you can plug it in. Oh, yeah. You got to fold this up. You can, if you want, you can have him have a shoulder gun. And it's kind of got the same thing with the 5mm ports. So they're kind of all over the place. You can split the gun apart and have 2 blasters. Kind of do whatever, however you want to do it. You plug it into there, which is weird. Then he's got a crane and a gun. So it's kind of whatever you want to do. So his head is on a ball joint. So not a ton up and down, a little bit side to side, and you get all the way around. Shoulders are on kind of almost universals. It's a 5mm peg into the shoulder, and then a pin hinge. And you got double jointed elbows, which actually get you the full range for transformation, but take it when you get it. Waist rotates, but is actually, so the waist is kind of weird. See that big pin in his butthole? It's actually, that's a swivel, and that's where his waist articulation is.
I was gonna say, like,
see, it's separate.
Doesn't look like he's gonna have it. He's gonna have waist articulation.
So that's how they got around it. It's a swivel built into this ramp piece, and that's his waist articulation. And then you got forward to there, well over 100 on the Van Damme. We can actually.
We just broke him.
I broke him. And then let's see, forward to there, back is going to be hindered by this. And then let's see, the deep as hell knee joint for the transformation, but it works. And then you got a pretty good ankle tilt and no ankle up or down. So that's this guy. He's pretty cool.
What's that red deck on his knees supposed to be? Anything from the? Is that like lava or something? Or?
You tell me.
All
Is
right.
it something on him? No. I need a new construction sticker.
Seen better days.
That sticker's definitely been through it. Why are you tilting sideways?
What's Kenny saying here? He says the other base mode.
What other base mode?
Uh-oh.
Is there a thing I don't know about? It's not in the instructions. Is this like a fan mode? What are we talking about?
Oh,
Maybe you
hold on.
need 3 of them.
Kenny is just God. He's hitting me from all sides.
That's what happens when you get the Hasbro lover in here.
Oh, there's one that kind of looks like a foot.
A foot? Can you share it? I don't know what this is. I don't believe I've seen this. Is it him? You're crooked. That's what it is.
No, you're crooked.
No,
You're crooked.
Why do you? No, you're not crooked.
Ace, you didn't have your V8 today, did you?
I didn't.
No, that's what's wrong.
Should have had a V8.
Dude.
And I should have stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
Up a lung. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I heard that.
That was nasty.
Oh, that was my wife.
Mm.
My wife.
My wife.
All right, Kenny, I can't see DMs on the web browser. So,
all right. Well, we're gonna move on to the Voyages. You guys pick Starscream or Grapple first. Grapple first.
I think I can get it. Starscream or Crapple?
Starscream or Grapple? What do you want to see first?
Starscream.
Starscream it is. There he is. So he is a G1S G1 jet. He is an F-15 to the max. Except for the back, the thrusters look more like an F-22 than a F-15. But other than that, it is a G1S G1 Starscream in jet mode.
It's very nice.
Not a ton to talk about in jet mode. He has the null rays. The null rays have blast effect ends. So you can
Jesus.
Blast effect up the ass. There are no landing gear. He's got these little nubbins on his knees, but there's no like flip out landing gear. It's just because there's a box right here, it just sit him on the box.
Sure. He doesn't need to roll.
No. Why would he need to roll? But that is a G1S, G1
take off in the land.
It's a very fun swooshable jet.
Right. I got a picture of this other base mode.
Oh god, okay.
There it is right here.
It's like a half-ass version of
That's the G1 mode. I guess the crane is
that does not look like that.
And this is that bucket.
That does not no. That does not look like that.
Oh, he had another picture with the the crane on the bottom as the missile launcher too.
All right, listen, this isn't a Siege Smash Up. So that's another show. That's a different show entirely. All right, so to transform this guy, it's really, like I said, there's really nothing else to really talk about in jet mode. He's a G1S, G1 Starscream. Unplug the null rays. Put those to the side. You can kind of separate the wings, which they might pop off. Maybe we can do it without. Yeah, we did without popping them off. Come underneath. We're going to flip this red piece up. And then we're going to fold these down. And then we are going to combine our wars of the legs. Which plug in like that. Make sure they peg in properly. Split them. And then we're going to fold this whole bit down. And then just fold that up. The heel will automatically pop up. The heel is attached to this blue fin. So as you see, when you move the fin, the heel moves. So you just got to flip up the toe. Again, this pegs in. The blue fin pegs in right there. There's a little blue tab that goes into the side there, like that. So unpeg that and fold it up. It kind of soft locks where it needs to be, but it doesn't lock. Fold down the pelvis. Kind of rotate these. Start rotating these up. Actually, we can probably rotate them all the way up now. And now this is going to be pretty familiar with a little bit of a twist. But we're going to, these red bits hook. See how they hook up and over this piece? we kind of gotta. This is like the hardest part. Is just freeing that up and pulling it away so that it comes open. And this is very much classic Seeker territory.
Yeah, man.
It is different. So we're gonna plug. Actually, before we plug that back in, pull out the cockpit again. This is gonna be This is gonna be classic Seeker, reminiscent. So we're gonna do that the same kind of way, and then we're gonna fold the chest back up, and again, just make sure that clips. Oh, see, it didn't clip in properly.
Kenny says clipping it in is scary.
That's not scary. It's just weird. You want to make sure it clips in so it locks these pieces in. So now for the arms, you're gonna lift up on this. So instead of pulling them out or any other way, we're gonna lift. This is kind of a unique way to do it. You lift up on this, and then fold this bit out, and then fold that back down, and then fold the fist out.
Wow, Combiner Wars the arm.
We're basically Combiner Wars in the arm. So again, flip this up, flip it out. Other figures have done this before, but it's kind of new for mainline.
It is new for mainline. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
And then he's done.
We comes from France.
Oui.
Consume mass quantities.
Would you like some chewing gum?
My friend can scoop you some ice cream.
So we're gonna fold this back, and that does just sit there, unfortunately. But
is it attached to his head?
No, it's a separate little
armor. Okay, that's good.
But there he is. Take his null rays, and guess where his null rays go? Surprise, surprise. They go there. And there is your G1 as G1 Earthrise Starscream in robot mode. So his head is on a ball joint. So you got pretty good down. Decent up. You got some waggle. And you got rotation. The wings are actually kind of cool because they don't lock, unfortunately. They do stay there just fine. Like they don't come loose. They don't sag or anything. But for some reason, they added this joint.
Oh, you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because the people who collect a lot of mainline stuff, they have to jam them all in the shelf.
Oh, that's actually
right. You can fit more on a shelf. Yeah, it's very considerate.
I applaud them for that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want a Starscream with no wings, you can do that. Not entirely sure why you would, but you can. There's a joint for that for some reason. The cockpit and the nose cone does kind of just hang out on the back, unfortunately. It would have been nice even if they would have put more of a cutout here, just so it would sit closer to his back, but it just kind of hangs out there. Shoulders are on universals. Obviously, they're going to hit the wings, so you're not going to get so much back. You get straight out. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbows get you past 90, or well, just about 90. Fists are locked. Technically, you can use that joint, but I don't know why you would. But it's there. No waist swivel, so no magic happening there with the waist. So no waist swivel.
Do what you can do.
Let me make sure I didn't miss it. I'm like 99%. Yeah, there's no waist swivel, but maybe it was lower. Universal hips. So we got 50? 60% of the Van Damme. He's got this little hip skirt, so he can kind of lift that out of the way. Almost straight out. Not too much back. Actually, nothing back because of this piece. So yeah, really nothing back. And then more or less 90-degree knees. And then toes can fold down along with the heel. So the heel and the toe are both hinged. But remember, this is connected to this. It is separately pinned. Come on, don't be a butt. So you can hold this piece down and then move this separately. Same thing with the toe. And you got a pretty good ankle tilt. So overall, he's a fun figure. It is the most G1S G1 Starscream we've gotten in kind of classics. In classic scale. Just for comparison, here he is with said classics Starscream. So you can kind of see it is really just, it's not just a blown up version of this guy. There are serious, a number of differences, but it's like 65 to 70% same engineering.
Well, I mean, how many ways can you get him into the jet mode, right?
I mean, at this scale, it's hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does definitely borrow a decent amount from it.
Well, and to be fair, that
see
classic Seeker mold that was a good figure, man.
You see, like the cockpit
Yeah,
hanging
it's
off.
time. Yeah.
Like the cockpit on this guy's connected to his head, so you can move the head by turning the cockpit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I asked if the new one was attached to his head or not.
But you can kind of see where they've come from here to there. But that's basically everything on Starscream. There's no other gimmicks. He's got the same kind of. Does he have? I'm looking for. Oh, he really doesn't have much. I was gonna say for the
space
the
mode?
blast effect. No, not the space mode. They're not doing space mode on these guys.
Oh,
the blast port things. These things. There's one there, and there's really. He doesn't have them in his thrusters or anything. I mean, I guess you can do that.
There you go.
That's not too bad. But he's got 5mm ports kind of everywhere, not heavy, but a decent number of them. But he doesn't really have any of the blast effect ports. Does Ironworks? Let's see. Ironworks has some. Here's one here. One there. Does he have any more?
Now, did they change
the one here?
They changed these blast effects, so it's basically like it's a dual use peg, so you can throw it in the 5mm and
that is 5. This is 5mm.
Yeah, but then they have the little one inside the peg, right? That you're plugging them on.
Yeah,
little port.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is one of Omega's. I don't know. Let's see if this is a 5mm. I mean, it'll go. It doesn't really feel like it wants to go, but I mean, it'll go. It's more or less 5mm, but I mean, this feels. Well, no, feels about the same. So maybe these are 5mm.
He says you can put them on his nipples.
On his nipples. Let's see. Can you though? I don't know. They're too small.
Oh well.
Oh, that one's kind of holding. No. Why would you want them on his nipples though? So last but not least, we have Grappel. So we got a couple things to talk about Grappel in vehicle mode.
Oh, isn't there? There's a scuttlebutt about this figure. I heard
a little bit. So here he is. He is a grapple crane truck thing. Doesn't roll spectacular. It's kind of more sliding than rolling.
That's lazy.
Yeah. I mean, the wheels do turn, but it doesn't really. It would probably roll a lot better on carpet, but it doesn't want to roll great on a flat surface.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if you.
You can see it does have a crane hook thing hanging over here. We'll just take that off for a minute. And his gun is on this side, and you can. So the gun has 5mm ports kind of everywhere, so you can kind of. Actually, not that way, but you can peg it in any which way you want. And there's many ports, so you can kind of peg it anywhere, any place you want. What's weird is there's a port right there,
Mm-hmm.
which looks like the gun should fit in there, but
That's
it doesn't.
not a circle.
Well, I mean, it's
Is
a
it?
port.
Yeah,
No,
but so there's no holes in his leg then, or
There's holes on the sides, but
no
not.
in the inside?
No.
Damn it!
There are, but they're screw holes. They're not 5mm ports. We saying to pinch it? Well, let's
Yeah.
see. Actually, hold on. Maybe we can. Hold on. Let me unpeg this.
It's kind of dumb.
Maybe
that
we
it
can.
pegs into three.
Yeah,
different
no. See, it doesn't.
ports all
So
at once.
you would have to use the clip or whatever, and that does not fit. Maybe does it go this way?
Why?
No.
Why?
No, there's no way. Why what?
Why
What
are
happened?
you trying? Why are you trying to fit a circle peg into a square?
I wasn't trying to fit a circle. I was trying to fit the clip part, which is not a circle.
Okay. This is not a
The
circle.
magazine.
Whatever. Here's your knife, sword, whatever. So he is like an excavator, crane, truck, whatever. It is very low, like it's a low riding. Like the cab feels very kind of like short and squat. Like I feel like these kinds of trucks should be higher off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an Earth-ish grapple truck. It looks like what it is, so it's not like you don't have to use your imagination too much. But it just feels like it should be a little bit beefier vertically. But the crane does rotate, which is nice.
Yeah.
It does ratchet up and down, and the boom does work, which is all nice. He has a little, like an eye hook or whatever crane. It's not working. Like it's not like a carabiner, like with a latch on it or anything. It's just molded like that. So it's just for looks. You can, if you notice in the front,
We can't have a real hook there. Kids will strangle themselves.
kids will hook their eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you notice, there's a 5mm port right there.
Uh-huh.
So what we can do is we can fold that hook up, and that moves the 5mm port. And we can take this doodad, and we can plug that into said 5mm port. And now he's got that thing from that episode. Remember that one time he used his claw arm? Where he's trying to get the bunny out of the machine.
Does the arm extend any further?
No, that's it. That's as far as it goes.
So he grabs his own cab.
So it can rotate up and down, and you can pick things up. I pick things up and put them down. Yeah, he can get things. He can get things to the side and behind him. Great, just not in front of him.
I guess that makes sense.
But
What,
that's
grabbing your own cab?
Well, I mean, grabbing things from the side.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that the crane swivels. I mean, I can remember back in the day when they wouldn't even give you that much.
You wished it did, yeah.
no. These are aesthetic. They don't extend out. The pylons or whatever. These do not pull out. It is mostly painted. Like this is plastic, but that's painted. This is clear plastic that's painted. Like this whole thing is just this clear blue plastic, and it's all this silver and everything else is painted. So I mean, looks good.
So Jedi
Wish it rolled better.
Mindset says that a third party's working on an articulating claw.
Good. So they should send it to me for review. So we're gonna transform this guy. We're gonna start. We're just gonna collapse that, and we're gonna.
That's what's up, Kenny. That's what I'm talking about.
So we have to separate this piece from the leg. So this piece plugs into the legs. You can see there's a little bit of a gap back here, and there's a peg here and a peg here. So now, for some reason, they made the peg 5mm and the port 5mm, but they're both like exactly 5mm.
Okay.
So you can plug this into this just fine, but what happens is it creates a vacuum seal.
Uh-huh.
So the first time you plug them in, you kind of got to force them in, and then the first time you go to pull them out, they don't come out, and then when you pull on them, a lot of people are shearing these pegs off.
Shearing them off.
Shearing them. So when you go to pull them off, their pegs are staying in the foot.
What? Really?
Yeah.
It's just ripping off from the.
It's just when you go like this to pull it off, it's just ripping it right off. I'll show you why. So I'm gonna pull these off, and mine should be fine, and they are, because what you want to do, so you can see like on the inside it's hollow.
Oh yeah.
And then solid all the way around the rest of the way. So that's basically why it's shearing off. It's because it's too tight. It's creating a vacuum seal, and then there's a weak point at the top.
Mm-hmm. It's hollow.
Okay.
If that was a solid peg, it wouldn't probably be as big of a deal. I mean, it would probably still stick, but it probably wouldn't break off as easy.
But doesn't the hollow point gives the air some place to go?
I guess not.
Oh.
So what you want to do is, I just took an X-Acto knife. You can see my pegs aren't perfectly round anymore.
Uh-huh.
I just took an X-Acto knife and kind of shaved off a couple millimeters off of kind of each surface area. You don't want to go in the hollow bit, and you don't want to go too deep, because if you poke a hole through it, it's going to make it even weaker. But you just kind of want to shave just a little tiny bit off of each one with an X-Acto knife, and then go around it with some sandpaper or an emery board, and just file it down, and just go like this, and just push it in, and just feel it. If it feels like it's going in smooth, you're good. If it's too tight, file it a little bit more, and then you'll be good to go. You don't see these really in robot mode, so it's not like if you make them ugly, it's not a big deal. And then when they're pegged in vehicle mode. So we're just going to take that off. This thing transforms very similarly to the Magic Square. It's very reminiscent of the Magic Square. So it pegs in, those peg into there, and then these pegs right here on the black bit peg into the these pinholes here. So it does peg in and lock in a couple places. Then we're just going to fold the feet out and kind of rock them back to make feet. Very intuitive. So like you go like this, you see there's like this big crazy mechanism, and you just kind of like push it back a little bit, and the feet go where they need to go. The arms just kind of fold out. I believe we can. Oh, the head's in there. This is kind of the weakest point for me. The shoulders do the kind of MP hot rod, kind of KFC or Keith Motormaster, but not as securely, where the shoulders are just panels that peg on like that. So we can take this whole arm, and then let's see, what do we got to do? We got to put this way, fold that back, and then this block right here. This block actually does have a little bit of molded detail, like some vents. So we're gonna flip that around, and that'll lock, and that'll reveal his head. And then we're just kind of accordion this up. There's two on these air horns here. There's two little clips. I'm gonna clip onto that. It's kind of hard to get out because that locks in way more securely than you'd think. Like I'm pulling with all my might and it won't come out. And then we're just going to fold that flat. And then we're going to flip out, rotate the hands, flip them out, which are fairly stiff. And then that one. And then that is grapple in his robot mode. It's a very easy transformation. It's very reminiscent of the Magic Square. So his head is on a swivel. Yeah, mushroom peg. So no up and down, no side to side. No waggle side to side. Just rotation. Shoulders do like to come off. This isn't the best locking system. It's just that tab and that hole. I wish that was better, but it kind of is what it is. But shoulders are on this kind of weird hinge. But it's what's nice is that. Covers the joint, it's like that faux joint cover thing, which is nice. So out to there, rotate all the way around. Mushroom peg, bicep swivel. There's decent amount of hollowness right there. Is what it is. Basically 90-degree elbows. There you go. 90-degree elbow. Technically the fist can go like that. So I guess you can do a talk to the hand pose. It is part of transformation, but you can use it.
Weirdly shaped fist hand.
waist swivel.
With
Waist swivel. Let's see.
he has a whist swivel too.
So he's got pin jointed waist, and pin joints and swivel waist. So he's got 100% on the Van Damme, and then he can high kick, and then if you move the crane, he can go backwards. Mushroom peg, swivel, thigh swivel, 90-degree bend on the knee, and then feet. Technically, because of this joint, you can have them go all the way down. You can unlock that and kind of go all the way up. And pretty extreme ankle tilt.
Putting rockers on everything. I like it.
So now there's one more thing that Grapple is known for that he's not currently sporting. And that is his...
his
squirting effect.
Yeah, the nozzle.
So
yeah,
did anybody did either of you see the nozzle?
No.
So the nozzle is not in the packaging anywhere. It's not like a separate piece that's in the box, like like the gun is like zip tied to the packaging, and this is like zip tied to the packaging.
Then I think I did see it when you moved when you did his whist swivel.
So when I first got him, I was like, I know there's a nozzle somewhere. So I picked him up. I started looking around, and then like, where is it? And then it's right there.
Oh, look at that.
So that actually just pops right off.
And
so you can fold his fist around, and you can peg in that into there, and that gives him his nozzle. As a side effect, you can also flip this one around, and you can give him gravy hands. Like there's one other thing I forgot. There's one other thing I forgot to show with this. So that you see that slit right there, that slot in the grapple arm.
Yep.
That is designed to. Going to take the ramp off of this guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is actually designed to go on that right there. And kind of hook into that.
What?
For what?
Why?
I don't
know.
Stop.
So like when he's in base mode, and you have him in vehicle mode, and you want to have him working on the base or something, you can have him like doing that.
Oh, you mean when he's in truck mode?
When he's in truck mode, yeah. I just forgot to show it in truck mode. But that's a thing. It's in the manual. It's kind of sort of a hidden thing. But that's a
hidden thing.
I believe Hoist also has it on his little scoopy draggy car thingy. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Wait, what?
The thing that Hoist pulls cars around.
He's a tow truck.
The tow truck, right? The thing that actually he tows with, whatever that thing is called,
I don't know.
has one of those slots too, I believe.
The Jimmy rod.
Yep,
sure.
So this guy actually does look like. So there's a blast port there.
Or a dolly? Is it called a dolly?
I don't know.
No, a dolly. A dolly is a trailer. No, a dolly is a trailer you pull behind, and you put the two tires of the car on it. I don't know.
Yeah, so it looks like they're really kind of downplaying the blast effect as far as like the other ones were really like the siege figures are really covered with these guys.
Well, I mean they were under siege.
That's true. These guys are now just rising on Earth. You can give
Here we go. It's called a tow bar.
Sure, cool. I believe you because I don't know if you're lying. You could be lying. I don't know, but it sounds right. Sounds good to me. So there's this guy. There's this guy. So that's basically. Hold on. That's everything so far I found. I know I can order things online, but I'll get them eventually. I'm not really worried. Everyone's kind of got them now. So I'll get the rest at some point. This guy, you do not want to stand, do you?
Hey, on that grapple, that crazy port you're trying to stick the gun in.
Yeah.
Can you see if that is used at all when it collapses all together when you're transforming it? I was kind of curious.
What do you mean collapses? What do you mean collapses all together?
When you transformed him into a robot there.
1 second.
So you're talking the port in vehicle mode.
I believe it's. Hold on, because I have to unpeg the head, which is a pain in the ass. There we go.
Pull with all your might.
Yeah, it goes there. It plugs that into there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There you go.
I mean, technically, you could also have him be a mechanic.
The mystery port.
It's like what's his face? Omnigonic spin out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
just way better.
Yeah, dude. Just pull Ironworks apart and just plug them in all over, and you got yourself a new bot right there.
This thing does not want to go in. Why do you not want to go in? I think I broke it. I fixed it. Sorry, I fixed it. So that's what I've got so far. I really wanted to showcase more of the Voyagers because they're pretty damn good. I'm actually really impressed with the Voyagers.
Did you get the Optimus yet?
Not yet. I have not found him yet.
I ended up just breaking down and ordering them from Handy this week.
Oh, I'll get it eventually. I just don't know when. I mean, there's nothing else to buy right now anyway. But yeah, that's basically everything I got so far. So far, I'm digging the line. It is very much. Oh, this guy comes out too. Nice. It is very much a kind of evolution of Siege. It's not radically different. Like Titan's Return was kind of radically different from Combiner Wars because they had the the headmasters and the base modes with the ramps and everything. These aren't as radically different. It's really just a stylistic upgrade, or you can change Cybertronian modes to more Earth modes. But yeah, so far.
You have any of those comparisons?
What?
With the Siege or whatever, the smaller guys. Yeah.
What do you want to see? I'll grab a couple.
Hey, while you're up,
Carbots or something.
While you're up, can you grab that Airwave? Kenny wants to see it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll try. 1 second.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I'm still out. But
I dig it, man. They're dude, they all move, they all swivel, they all got the joints. It's all good stuff.
Did you grab Red Alert? I think I see Red Alert there.
I almost bought that guy right there, the purple and blue dude.
Spinister.
He's pretty cool looking.
I'm back.
We're here.
All right, what do you got?
So here's a couple of let's stay. Well, here's a couple of Siege bots.
Oh, you got the G2 side swipe.
Oh,
Dude, I've got that.
I thought that was Red Alert.
Right behind me.
And this is probably the best figure that came out in Siege, which I'm grateful because it's my favorite figure, as anybody knows. That's followed me long enough. The Spinister is fucking phenomenal.
He's getting a lot of love in the chat. Kenny's like, Spinister's fantastic. Mindset.
I'm so glad that thing came out so good.
Best figure in the line.
So I mean, you can see they're the same size, and they're just stylistically a little bit different. I mean, the Siege figures aren't really radically not G1.
Right.
In the first place.
Pretty damn close, anyway.
And there you go, Kenny. That's Airwave.
That's it?
That's it.
The Siege one has him turn into like an aircraft carrier and stuff.
This guy doesn't turn into an aircraft carrier. He folds up kind of like this. Was that a mistake? I hope that wasn't a mistake. If I can get this piece out. Oh my god.
Spudger!
Oh, no, I forgot. There's actually a little tab back here.
Mm-hmm.
Push it out. Oh shit, that does not. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That doesn't feel great.
Okay. Hey, can you connect it to that other guy?
Hold on, I did it. And these missiles, I'm not taking the missiles out. The missiles don't really go in. So that becomes a landing strip for an airplane like him. And you can connect that to that, and then this. Oh, it's on the side now. So it's like that. They connect together.
All right.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that Airwave. It looks pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, because it. I thought it was an aircraft carrier, but it looks like it's some kind of rolling tank thing that has a landing strip on it.
Okay, sure.
Well, it looks like an aircraft carrier with tank treads on the bottom, basically.
All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? There they are with there's an MP figure for scale. There you go. There's your scale. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we get out of it? Before we move on and get out of here for the night?
Nope.
All right.
But although you thought this was scraping bottom of the barrel, it brought some boys to the yard. Why am I highlighted?
Because you love your stuff. There we go.
That is not true.
Why not? That's not nice.
Oh.
All right, I forgot to ask, but did somebody do the chat since Josh wasn't here?
I did the chat.
Yay.
Picking up the slack.
Yay, we have an adult. Well, why don't you run through it? Let us know who is here.
All right. Well, we had Noble Young, Eric von Wolfenstein, Mark 44 Prime, KJ Smith, Kenny Prime, Pool, Dare 2727, Bots in Disguise, Jedi Mindset. We had Shay J in here, Randy Books, Combaticon 55 reviews. We had Daltinian 95. Now I remember when this guy used to be Daltinian's TFs. I don't know.
Did you get an upgrade or a downgrade?
I don't know, but if this dude was born in 95, do I feel
that
old?
Hurts? If that's true, that hurts.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't even make sense because Beast Wars was 94?
Yeah, but he's not necessarily a Beast Wars guy. He just hangs out with the Beastie Boys.
I'm pretty sure I graduated high school that following year.
I'm pretty sure I did too. All right, we had Eric B, Bill Buzzsaw Eject, Video Pirate 74, and Lord Shadowkeeper.
All right. Let's do some where you at and we'll get out of here for tonight. Why don't you just keep on going, Mr. Brink, and tell everybody where you at.
All right, you can find me in Facebook groups as Brian Brink at Brinkalizer on Instagram, and here on screen a few other nights of the week on this channel.
Like all of them.
Yep.
Almost all of them. Mr. JD.
You can find me Shelf gravy. That's really the only one that matters because I'm not working right now, and so I'm not posting anything. Which I might actually go through old pictures and post some of that shit. But shelf gravy everywhere, and Tuesday nights breaking the mold, and every other Wednesday here.
Gravy.
Gravy.
I am at Ace Milo pretty much everywhere, mostly Instagram, Facebook, under my real name. Figure it out. It's not that hard. Check out all the other Cool Table Network shows. Just follow the Cool Table Network page on Facebook. Easiest way to find out when new shows are popping up. What's going on with you? Why do you not want to transform properly? What else? I guess that's it. NJC was supposed to be last week. That didn't happen. So nothing else. I think that's pretty much everything. So, thanks for watching live. Thank you for watching after the fact if you did so. And we will catch you guys next week when I really, honest and truly, have no clue what we're going to do.
Oh, wow. Wowie! He should be in by then, right?
Supposedly. We'll see. Mine's paid for, so we'll see.
All right.
Hopefully that comes and saves the day. Otherwise, we're fucked.
Cross your fingers. 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
See you guys exactly 2 weeks. Well, technically less than 2 weeks because it's a week, 6 days, and 20-something hours.
Well, I'm just saying for your sake that he gets here.
Oh yeah,
before 2 weeks.
Otherwise, that would be even more fun.
Yeah, that way you get a little time to mess with him.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will catch you guys next time. Good night.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your hands and your ass.
And your butt. Might as well scrub the pits while you're at it, and
Say it with me now. Red.